සතිය ඉන්නේ. හරිද ළමයි? කවුරුත් උත්තර දෙන්නේ නැහැ.
මන් දන්නේ අම්මේ.
අපි 9 වෙනි සතියේ ඉන්නේ හරිද? You have no idea.
හරි නේද සර්?
හරි yes. එතකොට අපි 9 ඉවරයි 10 11 12 13. So once again we are from another 4 weeks time. තව සති 4යි තියෙන්නේ. සති 4ට අපි මොනවද තව කතා කරන්න තියෙන්නේ? දැන් අපි අද හෝ Monday වෙනකොට අපිට motivation part එක ඉවර කරන්න පුළුවන්. Then next week we are starting with the leadership. For the leadership දෙකක් දෙයයි එකමාරක්. So then communication and controlling. That all. So once again we have to another 3 lessons, complete 3 lessons. So we can manage by the within the 4 weeks. So we can complete our task. In addition that we have did one assignment. So that is given by the only for the 5-10 marks. So then we need to arrange by the classroom test. So that will probably by the another. So next week for the next week for Laban Satine. So day after next week. So we have to do the classroom test as well. එතක තව assignment එකක් විතර කරන්න වෙයි. ඒකට අපිට ඉදිරි සති 4 තුලදී අපිට ඒ ටික manage කරගන්න වෙනවා by completing our task. Okay, without wasting the time, so we are moving to the motivation. So Monday and last week we are starting from the motivation and we are covered by the different motivation theories, especially by the motivation theories by the need theories. So there are 4 theories we are going to complete it. Maslow, Herzberg, Alderfer and McClellan theory of needs. So all the theories we are going to discuss with the model and with the practical application as well. And finally, we conclude that how the 4 models are compared with each other. That comparison is very, very important to examination purpose. So that is the last summary of that the lesson. Lesson mean the need theory. අපි කතා කරපු අවශ්‍යතා න්‍යායන් 4ම අපි එක ටේබල් එකකට දාලා පොඩි කම්පැරිසන් එකක් කරා මේක ඔබ හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. So that is we are asking the last time we also present the question by comparison of the 2 theories, need theory and ERG. So majority of the students they are going to discuss by the separately each model, but few students they are come to the comparison. So ළමයි කීප දෙනෙක් විතරයි comparison එක කරලා දෙනවා දැක්කේ. ඒක අනික් කට්ටියට ලකුණු සම්පූර්ණ ලකුණු හම්බුනේ නැහැ. ලකුණු 15 10 8 වගේ ලකුණු වල නතර. So this time also we are going to get in the idea how the models are compared with each other, and each of the model we are going to separately discuss their benefit and their drawbacks and what are the arguments behind that the model. So need theory there is a big argument like that, and the motivation of the hygiene and motivation theory, which means the 2-factor theory. So that is another big argument. So Monday we are going to kind of discussions on over පොඩ්ඩක් බලා ගන්න ඕනේ. That's very important. So then we are starting from the another theories, categorical theories, the process theories. Under that we are going to discussing expectancy theory, අපේක්ෂා න්‍යාය. So that will highlighted by the 3 dimensions, 3 factors or 3 variables: expectancy, instrumentality and balance. The relationship between effort and performance, අපි වැඩ කිරීම තුළින් කාර්යක්ෂමතාවය වැඩි වෙනවා. Instrumentality, then the performance and the outcome. අපේ performance එකත් එක්ක අපිට rewards benefit හම්බෙනවා, that is our outcome. Finally the balance, so attractiveness of the outcome. අපිට තියෙන ප්‍රතිලාභ පිළිබඳ තියෙන trust එක, විශ්වාසය. So that is we are going to discuss 3 relationship: effort, performance, performance, rewards, and last one is the rewards and personal goal achievement. So that is the model we are going to discuss. So then the last part of the Monday we are going to discuss where we broadly by the Porter-Lowell extension theory. So I think we are going to stop here by discussion how the model are come to the reality. මේක තමයි අපි නතර කරපු තැන. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Okay, sir.
Yes, good. So anybody can explain that the model. So we are going to different time. We are going to broadly discuss that model by Monday. Anybody can quickly explain what does mean by the Porter-Lowell extensions. මේක දැන් අවුරුද්දක් දෙකකින් විතර ඇහුවේ නැහැ. මේ සැරේ අහන්න පුළුවන් විභාගයට. So can you simply explain that the model? So important thing is we need to look at the numbers, numbering system. 3, 6, 9 and 10. So that is the line when you are going to the order by the equal points by the when you are taking the model. So then we can order by the 3, 6, 9 and 10 by the straight line. තනි රේඛාවකට ගත්තොත් එimhe ඕකේ තියෙන ඉලක්කම් 4යි. 3, 6, 9, 10. So when you are look at by the number 3, when you are work hard by the look at by the value of the rewards and the perceived the effect. අපිට reward එකේ තියෙන වටිනාකම සහ අපිට ඒක සංජානනය කිරීමත් තමයි අපි කරන වැඩේ සාර්ථකත්වයේ තීරණය වෙන්නේ. නැත්නම් effort එක දරන්නේ. අපි උත්සාහ කරන්නේ නැහැ අපිට උත්සාහයෙන් benefit එකක් නැත්නම් ඒ උත්සාහය කරන්නේ අපිට උත්සාහය කරන දේ ගැන අවබෝධයක් තිබ්බොත් විතරයි. So that is the 3 comes to the by the adding of the 1 and 2. When we are going to decide in number 6 is the next step. When the performance. Master letter growth, when we are going to increase the ultimate performance. When we are increasing the performance, we need to go for our ability. So වැඩක් කරන්න නම් performance එක ගන්න අපිට ඒ වැඩේ කොච්චර සාර්ථක කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා trust එක තියෙනවා. Ability එක. Either mental ability or physical ability. ඒ විතරක් නෙවෙයි. Role perception මේ ඔක්කොම හොඳට තිබ්බොත් එහෙම when the people they are go for the satisfaction. But when the people are satisfied, so they should consider by the effort, performance and the perceived equity rewards. එතකොට 10 කියන එක තීරණය වෙන්නේ 3, 6, 9 වල එකතුවක්. ඒක 3 තීරණය 1 සහ 2 මත, 6 තීරණය වෙන්නේ 4, 5 සහ 3 මත, 9 තීරණය වෙන්නේ 6, 7, 8 මත. 10 තීරණය වෙන්නේ 3, 6, 9 මත. So that is the final conclusion of that, the Porter-Lowell extension. Right? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Okay, sir.
Good. So then look at the slides. Step to the increasing the motivation at workplace using the expectancy. So now we are moving to the big first one. So other than the Porter-Lowell extension, we are moving to the once again to the expectancy. අපේක්ෂා නියම අපි ආපස්සට පොඩ්ඩක්. When we are looking by the how the organization increasing their motivation at workplace using the expectancy theory. So expectancy theory, we are highlighting 3 dimensions. Expectancy, instrumentality, and other one is a balance. Expectancy can be sahayape, instrumentality can be performance එක, then the balance is trust about to the benefits. නැත්නම් අපේ goal එක achieve වෙන එකයි අපි කතා කරේ සරලව ඔබට මතකයි. So then look at the concept. Improve the expectancy, improve the ability of the individual to perform. Training, selection, resources, clarify the roles, provide the coaching and feedbacks. When we are go for the expectancy, when we are going to expecting from that the organization, then the people they improve their ability and individual to perform. අපිට කරන්න තියෙන දේ පිළිබඳ අපිට හොඳ අවබෝධයක් තියෙනවා. ඒ අනුව මගේ තියෙන ability එක වැඩි වෙනවා. හැකියාව වැඩි වෙනවා. ඒ හැකියාව වැඩි වෙන්න නම් මොනවද බලපාන්න ඕන? Training is important. When the organization should give the regular training program to the particular employees, either on the job training or the off the job training. What does mean by the on the job, off the job? Can you explain? Training දෙකයි තියෙන්නේ. On the job training, off the job training. Can you explain anybody to the on the and off? Can you explain? What does mean by the on the job training? ඔබට පොඩ්ඩක් ඔක point out කරගන්න on the job off the. ඔය සමහරට ඉස්සරහට HR වගේ subject වල කතා කරන්න හම්බේ second year third year එකකන් ඔබට හම්බෙන්නේ ඒක පොඩ්ඩක් ඔය note කරගත්තර කමක් නැහැ. The organization provides there are 2 kinds of the training, on the job training, off the job training. On the job training is a train with the current context. So particular organization and their position, they are trained itself. රැකියාව මතම එයා ට්‍රේන් කරනවා on the job. ඒ කියන්නේ රැකියාව කරනකොට පොඩි පොඩි working sessions දෙනවා. ඊට පස්සේ පොඩි පොඩි targets වගේ දෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ රැකියාව මතම පුහුණු කරනවා එයා. Offset training is they are going for the another outside organization. Say so they can arrange in the outbound training. Outbound training. Say they are all the employees they are taking out for the organization and there is a big number of the training centers in Sri Lanka. So there are one center is a Kandy. There is a Obagadu training center. Another one is a Vikramanayaka training center. So there are a lot of training centers. So that training centers, they are not only given by the job-based training. A training center, me රැකියාවට අදාළම training නෙවෙයි හම්බෙන්නේ සමාජයට. So something else. So developing your skill, developing your attitudes, developing your group concerns as well. So ඒවට ගියාම විශේෂ outbound training වලදී කරන්නේ ඔබට talent එකක් දෙනවා. So no අපි මතක අපි එක workshop එකකට ගියා ඒක outbound training එකට ගියා මම දැන් Kandy වල they very close to the Peradeniya University අර හන්තාන කන්දේ මෙහා පැත්තේ එතනදී අපිට train කරේ so they are given the group wise activities there then they are given by the different group activities and they can evaluate the group target and group achievements as a team as a group how they are going to achieve the targets so එක එක විදිහට ලස්සනට හදපු outbound training තියෙනවා training center එකක් ඒකේ ගොඩාක් activity තියෙනවා ඉතින් අන්තිමට අපි අතර ලොකු discussion එකක් කරා අපි ලොකු team concept එකක් develop කරා so ඒක වැදගත් වෙනවා when you are going to perform your duty so understanding the people how they are going to controlling and ඒවට වැදගත් වෙනවා that outbound training so රැකියාව මත පුහුණුව සහ රැකියාවේ පරිබාහිර පුහුණුව වශයෙන් so they can perform by that two kind of the training so other one is a selection also kind of the ability when you are going to selecting something then you are go for their CVs and their ability test and how they are going to perform do the job is best fit so when the persons are ultimately they are going to go for they are going to the promoting so then we are going to test the ability when you are going to selecting by the open the application or then they can select by through the job position සමහර මිනිස්සු position එකට select කරනකොට අපිට vacancy call කරන්න පුළුවන් නැත්නම් අතුලේ ඉන්න එක්කෙනෙක්ම promote කරලා ගන්නත් පුළුවන් selection process එක then we are going to allocating by the resources එතනදිත් අපිට පුළුවන් performance task එක බලන්න අපිට දෙන resource අනුව how they are going to acquire our expectancy and the clarify by the roles භූමිකා සංජානනය වගේමයි provide the coaching and feedback අපිට supervision කරන සහ ප්‍රතිපෝෂණයකට වැඩසටහන් අවශ්‍යයි so මේ හරහා so we can improve their expectancy so second one is improve their instrumentality so how they are going to increase in their performance individual performance or the group performance කණ්ඩායමක පුද්ගලිකයේ කාර්යක්ෂමතාව සාර්ථකත්වය increase the individual belief that the performance will lead to rewards සාමාන්‍ය belief එක තමයි performance අනුව reward එක වැඩි වෙනවා when they get in the high performance then will lead to the getting the high benefits high rewards measure the performance accurately explain how the rewards are based on the past performance so basic thing is if we need to measure the performance very accurately so when we are due to the target to them then they can look at by how they are going to achieve the target within the given deadlines or else we can give them another kind of the requirements when we are going to look at by how they are going to satisfy their requirements කිසියම් කාලානුරූපව අපිට දෙන වගකීමක් ආරවාරයක් target එකක් achieve කරනවා කියලා අපිට measure කරන්න අවශ්‍යයි so different kinds of performance evaluation mechanisms නේද අපිට ගොඩාක් පුළුවන් student performance අපිට පුළුවන් when we are going to the examination then how they are getting the results so අපිට පුළුවන් management වල ගන්න result එක අනුව students ලගේ performance එක measure කරන්න පුළුවන් so when you are put all the marks to the say a bar chart or pie charts so when you are given by the mean and median or the standard deviation calculation so then we can decide how the middle marks අපිට ලකුණු 50 නම් pass mark එක 40 නම් අපි 40ට අඩු කට්ටියකද වැඩි කට්ටියද කියලා අපිට පුළුවන් මධ්‍යයන්නේ ඉඳලා අපිට ඒකේ තියෙන විසරණය බලන්න that is the standard deviations සම්මත අපගණනය වෙන්නේ කොච්චරද කියලා බලන්න so kind of the measurements there so by getting this says the around 200 students so their score by the 50 is a pass so then we can calculate by the 250 divided by 200 into 100 so 4 so 25% is got by the A passes so that is the kind of the performance measurements so ඒ වගේ accounting figures වලත් අපිට පුළුවන් ratio analysis කරා. So we can evaluate by the financial performance in that organization. Job performance, financial performance, organization performance. So we can different thing we can measure. But the thing is we need to measure accurately. Why? So without we are not going to calculate accurately. So all the benefit are going to collapse. So thing is performance will lead to rewards. You can have a reward performance. Another performance හරියට මැන්නේ නැත්නම් අපේ reward system එක වැරදි. ඒතර නියමයක් කෙනාට නෙවෙයි reward එක යන්නේ. So that should be very important mechanism. So balance is you can make sure that all the rewards are meaningful to the individual. මේවා අපිට වැදගත් වෙන්න ඕන සහ trust එකක් තියෙන්න ඕන. Make sure that the whole total system is equitable, fair to all. මේක වැදගත්කම තමයි when the instrument or the expectancy and the balance should be very equal to the each and every person. So මේක සියලු දෙනාටම සාධාරණව තිබී යුතුයි කියන එකයි පැහැදිලි කරන්නේ. Right. When we have completed two theories by the process theory. What are the theories? Expectancy theory and the Porter law extension theory. අපි theory දෙකක් දැන් කතා කරලා ඉවරයි. Okay. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Okay, sir.
Shall we move to the third theory? Okay, third one is equity theory. Equity theory. අපි සිංහලෙන් කියනවා සාධාරණත්ව. සමානාත්මතා න්‍යාය කියලා. So equity to all. සියලු දෙනාටම සාධාරණ නීති. Look at the model. Individual compare their job inputs and outputs with those others than the response so as to eliminate any inequities. So when the people are input lot to the organization. අපි යෙදුම් හැටියට කොච්චර දේවල් අපි ආයතනයට දානවා. So later we can discuss. So when we are put into something as an input to the organization given to the outcome to the others. අපේ යෙදුම් වලට අපිට දෙනවා outcome එකක්. නැත්නම් output එකක් අපිට දෙනවා. So when we are going to compare the input versus outcomes. අපේ යෙදුමට හම්බෙච්ච ප්‍රතිලාභය අපි compare කරනවා. අපි මෙච්චර මහන්සි වෙලා වැඩ කරා මට පඩිය මදි. මට බෝනස් එකක් හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ. So that the people they are not going to satisfy. ඒක. Then the compare by the input and outcomes. So යෙදුම් සහ නිමුම් සංසන්දනය කළ මිනිස්සු කියනවා අභිප්‍රේරණය නැද they are not going to motivate. ඇයි? යෙදුම් වලට සාපේක්ෂව අපිට ප්‍රතිලාභ මදි. ඒක. Second one, the individuals are compare that relationship with the equal levels of employees in that organization. ඔබ සංසන්දනය කරන ඔබ දෙන්නේ HR එකේ. ඔබ මාකටිං එකේ සේවකයෙක්ගේ ওই විදිහටම බලනවා. එයාගේ මොනවාද ඉන්පුට්ස් එක, එයා යොදවන දේවල් මොනවාද, එයාට ලැබෙන ප්‍රතිලාභ. So they can compare by the two employees by the similar organization. එතකොටත් බලපුවාම මට වැඩි බෙනිෆිට් එකක් එයාට හම්බ වෙනවා. මන් තරම් එයා ඉන්පුට් එකක් නැහැ. හැබැයි outcome එක වැඩි. එතකොට you are not going to satisfy. ඒතර දෙකයි concept එකක්. So individually you are going to compare your input and outcome. Either you are going to satisfy or not, either motivate or not. Second one, the same thing you are going to compare by the similar category employees in that the same organization. So then you can decide in what is your outcome, what is her outcome. So then you can compare, then we are going to the motivation or not. That's the second one. Third one, same thing you compare by another organization as well. You are in the say X organization, then you can compare by the Y organization, then you are getting by the final outcome. I am not going to motivate, I am not going to satisfy when I am compared with my input and output in our organization people as well as the outside. So those people are getting the high level of the outcome. So I am getting a little bit low outcome, then I am not going to satisfy. So that is the big arguments. But මට හම්බෙන එකයි ආයතන තව එක්කෙනෙකුට හම්බෙන එළිය ආයතනේ හම්බෙන්න ගත්තාම එයාලගේ ඉන්පුට් වලට සාපේක්ෂව ලැබෙන outcome එක වැඩි. But I am not going to satisfy. So that is the simple meaning of that the model. Okay. Equity theory recognizes that the individual are concerned not only with the absolute amount of the rewards for their effort, but also with the relationship of the amount to what the others receive. So that is the I am discussing the concept. So when the peoples are compare the same thing with the same organization and the different organization. So that is the idea given, but also with the relationship with the amount that the others receive. අනික් කට්ටිය ලැබෙන දෙයත් එක්ක ඔබගේ දේ compare කරලා බලන්න. Right. So this is the relationship. This is the equation. ටිකක් කළා බලන්න equation එක. In outputs නැත්නම් outcome divided by input. Within brackets self. So that is your self outcome, self input. That should be equal to the outcome to others, input to others. Compared to the same organization, in advance to the other organization as well. මේක ඕනනම් ඔබට මේ විදිහට හදන්න පුළුවන්. අපි මේක මේ ratio එක හදනවා one organization, outcome to self, input to self, equal to outcome to others, input to others. That is the one organization. Different organization, outcome to self, input to self, equal to the outcome to the other organization, input to the other organization. So, ratios over 3-4 හදන්න පුළුවන්. So basic element is you can compare your input and outcome with another comparative kind figures. So we are going to develop by the model is outcome versus input. Outcome divide by input. යෙදවුමට කොච්චරක් හම්බුනද? උඩට යෙදවුම තමයි යට වෙන්නේ. උඩට එන්නේ outcome. Right. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Okay, sir.
Good. Right. When the people receive an inequity, they will do the following: make equal. අපේ යෙදවුමට අපිට outcome එක ආවේ නැත්නම් මේකෙන් අදහස් කරන්නේ when the people pursue an inequity. අපේ theory එක නමම equity theory. ඒතකොට අපිට යෙදවුමට සාපේක්ෂව අපිට output එක හම්බෙන්නේ නැත්නම් the model is a inequality. සමානාත්මකතාවයක් නැහැ. They will do the following to make equal. අපි ඒ වෙලාවට මොකද කරන්නේ? මේක equal කරගන්න. So these attribution of peoples are as a rotation they can maintain the office for the workstation. So then we are spending something and we are receiving something. That is not equality. How they are going to compare? Your input and outcome compared to the others' input and outcome. So that is not equity. So we are getting the lowest outcome, but others getting the high outcome. So then the personally you are getting the idea is, so why I am doing so much of the work? Why you are going to hard working? So people are getting the idea, then they are changing their behavior like this. They are changing their behavior in a male theater. එකක් change inputs. යෙදවුම් පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස් කරනවා. ඉස්සර මහන්සි වෙලා වැඩ කරා අපි තාම we are not look at by the what are the input and outcome ඒක බැලුවට පස්සේ ඔබට තේරෙනවා. Simple thing is to change the inputs. මගේ යෙදවුම් මම අඩු කරනවා. Change the outcomes. Outcome ටික වෙනස් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Leave the field. රැකියාවෙන් අයින් වෙනවා. Leave from the field. මේකට we can use the one term is a what is a turnover. Employee turnover. රැකියාව අතහැර යනවා. So this is the remedial actions the employees can reflections according to the inequality to come to the equal levels. අසමානතාවය සමානත්වයක් කරගන්න එයාට මෙන්න මේ දේවල් එයා කරනවා. එයාගේ යෙදවුම් වෙනස් කරනවා, එයාන outcome එක එයාට වෙනස් කරගන්න පුළුවන් සහ මොකක්වත් කරන්න බැරිම leave the field. රැකියාව අයින් වෙලා යනවා. Right. Now come to the input and output. Okay. Look at the how many inputs you are putting into the organization process. සංවිධානයේ ක්‍රියාවලියට how many inputs you are put? How many inputs? Big. ඔබ හිතන්නේ නැති inputs ඔබ ආයතනයට දාන්නේ. First term is age. Age, how that will come as input? Age එක කොහොමද යෙදවුමක් වෙන්නේ? Yes. Anybody can explain how the age become as an input? Students? How the age is become as an input? Yes, can explain? Age, how can as a input? Input එකක් වෙන්නේ කොහොමද age එක? Yes. Explain. ID students? How is become age as input? Age එක කොහොමද input එකක් වෙන්නේ? Nobody is not Yes.
So වයසත් එක්ක අපේ භාවය වෙනස්
ළමයි අපේ වයස ඔක්කොම අපි ආයතනට දාලා යන තියෙන්නේ. දැන් ඔබ ගන්නකො. ඔබ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලේනේ. දැන් අවුරුදු 18 19 වගේ ඒජ් වල නැත්තේ. දැන් ඔබේ වයස තනිකර ඔබ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයට දාලා තියෙන්නේ. මේ කාලේ ඔබ මේකට නැතුව හිටියා නම් ඔබට මේ කාලේ නේද? වෙන වෙන දේවල් වලට යොමු කරන්න තිබ්බ කාලේ. සමහර වෙලාවට අපි we are going to engage with the organization with a very low level of age. Say it's a 20. So then we are going to spend in 10 years, then the 20 years, then the 30 years. When we are come to the 50, we are spending 30 years to the job. සමහරට අවුරුදු 30 දී ඔබ කොච්චර දේවල් කැප කරන්නද? You are not going to marry. නේද? Family commitment කොච්චර අඩු කරන්නද? You are going to lose the funeral, you are lost the weddings, you are lost the several kind of the occasional, and you are friendly and you are villages as well. ඔබ ආයතනය කරපු වැඩත් එක්ක ඔබට ওই වයසත් එක්ක ඔබට කොච්චර ෆන්ක්ෂන් මිස් වෙනවද කොච්චර වෙඩින් ඔබට මිස් වෙලා ඇද්ද ෆියුනරල් වලට යන්නත් බැරි වෙලා මොකද අද එක්සෑම් එක අද ඔෆිස් එකේ ලොකු මේ ඉවෙන්ට් එකක් ඔබට සමහරට වෙඩින් එකට යන්න වෙන ඔයාගේ අත්‍යවශ්‍යම යාළුවෙකුගේ වෙඩින් එක මිස් වෙනවා කොච්චර ෆන්ක්ෂන් කොච්චර ට්‍රිප් යන්න තියෙනවා ඔබ කැප කරනවා so when you are going to engage jobs so likewise you are going to put into the age. So age is going up, but ultimately you are going to back. So your age is as a committed to the organization. Why is over attendance? So punctuality. Sometimes you have to participate in special ceremony in a village, but ultimately, so organization they have a big target to be. So then you are going to attend to the office. They are going to committed to the office. So by ignoring by their private abilities. අර ගෙදර කරන්න තියෙන වැඩේ අතහැරලා ඔෆිස් එකට යනවා. ඇටෙන්ඩන්ස් කියන්නේ මේ අපේ මේ පැමිණීම. එතකොට අපි පැමිණෙනවා කියන්නේ you are going to lose something. අපි වැඩට යනවා කියන්නේ අද අපිට කරන්න තිබ්බ වෙන වැඩ ටික ඔක්කොම ස්ටොප් කරලා මම ආයතනයට යනවා කියන එකයි ඔය අදහස් කරන්නේ implies. So look at the second one, interpersonal skills. You are all the gathered in skill. You are skilled, you are different kind of the skill, you are going to committed to the organization. Interpersonal skill, communication skill, your job rotation skill, everything you are committed to the organization as input. අපේ තියෙන පුද්ගල කුසලතාවන් සංනිවේදන නේද මේ ඔක්කොම අපි ආයතනයට දාලා තියෙනවා. So next one is a job effort. The long hours. So when you are go for the organization, how many hours you are spending for the office? Sometimes maybe the 20 hours you are spending. Sometimes 8 hours, 7 hours, 10 hours. So that is a long hours you are going to work in office. ඔබ අමතක කරන්න ඔබ ආයතන තුල පැය 10ක් වැඩ කරනවා කියන එකෙන් අදහස් කරන්නේ තව දවස් ඉවරෙන්න පැය 14ක් තියෙනවා කියන එක නෙවෙයි. ඔබ 10කට ඉන්පුට් වෙනවා කියන එකෙන් අදහස් කරන්නේ මේ 10 වෙන එකකට තියෙන එක කැප කරලා තියෙන්නේ. Opportunity cost there. Opportunity cost. Simply what does mean by the opportunity cost? ආවස්තික පිරිවැය කියන්නේ මොකද්ද ළමයි? Simply anybody can explain. That is economic terms. But we need to get a clear idea about the opportunity cost. Opportunity cost. Can we explain anybody? Avasthika piriwe yanu kumakda? Yes. I am not perfect by the economics. මම ආර්ථික විද්‍යාව ගැන perfect නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒකට මට අවශ්‍යයි ආවස්තික පිරිව යනු කුමක්ද කියලා දැනගන්න. මේ ඔක්කොම ආවස්තිකයන්. මේ ඔක්කොම opportunity cost. Each and everything is the opportunity cost. What does mean by simply the opportunity cost? OC is what? My dear student, can explain anybody? Yes. අනේ මට ආවස්තික පිරිවෙ පැහැදිලි කරන්නකෝ. 122 can explain opportunity cost. 122, 255. Quickly, 255. Can explain OC. Kalpa, 163. Kalpa. අනේ ළමයි කවුරු හරි කියන්නකෝ opportunity cost කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියලා.
කිහිපයක් අතරින් එක් විකල්පයක් තෝරා ගැනීමේදී ඒ වෙනුවෙන් කැපකිරීමට සිදුවන ඊළඟ හොඳම විකල්පයේ වටිනාකම.
Very good. That is the perfect answer. ඊළඟ හොඳම විකල්පයේ වටිනාකම. So that is the cost. සමහර කට්ටිය කියනවා එක් විකල්පයක් වෙනුවෙන් කැප කර ඊළඟ හොඳම විකල්පය. ඒ opportunity එක. cost කියන්නේ එකක් තෝරා ගැනීම වෙනුවෙන් ඊළඟ විකල්පයෙන් ලබාගත හැකිව තිබුණත් මේ විකල්පේ තෝරා ගැනීම වෙනුවෙන් කැප කරපු පිළිවෙල. So that is the opportunity cost. So each and every step you have the opportunity cost. When you are working long hours with the organization, you have a lot of commitment to the organization. You are ignored by the big opportunity cost. සමහරට ඒ කාලය තුළදී ඔබට ගෙදර ඉඳලා පොඩි බිස්නස් එකක් කරන්න බද මේ පොඩි වැඩක් තිබ්බ පොඩි part time business එකක් tie තමයි job එකට ගියේ. අර cost එක එහෙම පිටුම opportunity වෙනවා. So that is the inputs. That is the normal thing about the inputs. Look at the second one, level of the education. So how the education become as a inputs? Education එක කොහොමද input එකක් වුනේ? So when you look at the when you are entered to the opportunity, look at the paper advertisement or the vacancy. How many things they are going to require? Degree is a compulsory. Then the professional examination is a compulsory. Then the separate diploma and certificate also compulsory. They are going to compulsory the qualification. When you earn the qualification, is a like the input. ඇයි මේ ඔක්කොම education ටික ඔබ ගත්තේ? මේව input හැටියට දාන්න වෙන හින්දා. Without having the proper education, you can't suit that the job. ඔබ job එකට qualified වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඔබ qualified වෙන්න හින්දා තමයි ඔබ education ටික අරගත්තේ. Not only that, you are not going to stop that the education. Then after you are going to selecting the organization, you are starting for another education system. You go for the master level, you go for the certificate and diploma level, either PhD level. So that is you are not ending. Education is not ending process. Every day you are going to educate us, learn something. So that all the things you are going to committed to as input to the organization, right? Past experience. So that also the considered by when you are going to recruit the organization. 2-year experience. So that is the past experience. That also you are put into the organization basket. Performance, your achievement, your target oriented, everything you are going to put into organization. Why? The benefits or the rewards are deciding according to the performance. When you are getting the high performance, you are getting the high rewards. That the performance also you are put into the basket. Personal appearance. My dear student, can you explain that the personal appearance, how that become as input? Yes. Personal appearance එක කොහොමද input එකක් උනේ? Yes. Students, quickly explain. Personal appearance, how that become as input? Yes. There is psychological factors, the personal appearance. It's a psychological feeling, a psychological factor. Students can explain. Yes. Personal appearance is an input. Yes, explain. We need to hear your voice, nice voice. Yes, IT students can explain. Nobody's explain. කවුරුත් කතා කරන්නේ නැහනේ. Piyumi 485. Piyumi. Patum 355. කවුරුත් කතා කරන්නේ. Simply what does mean by the personal appearance? ඒකට උත්තරයක් දෙන්න personal appearance කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? Yes. තමයි ඉක්මනට අපි මේ ටික කතා කරන්න ඕන. Personal appearance. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, personal මේ chat box එකට ඕනේ අපි කතා කරමු. Chat box එක වහලා දානවා දැන්. Chat box එක දැන් නැහැ. Personal appearance අපේ පෙනුම නේද? අපි ආයතනට යන බොහොම young age එක. හරි ලස්සනයි. මාර හරි මේ smart ගතියක් තිබ්බා. නේද? කොණ්ඩේ හරි ලස්සනයි. යල්ලාමයි කියන කොණ්ඩේ දිකට හොඳ ලස්සනට තිබ්බා. නේද? මූණත් හරි ලස්සනයි නේද? ඔක්කොම හොඳයි. අවුරුදු 10ක් යනකොට කොණ්ඩේ දෙනවා. අර මූණේ දින ලස්සන ටික ටික පොඩ්ඩක් වෙනස් වෙගෙන යනවා. නේද? අපේ තිබ්බ අර ෆිට්නස් එක ටික ටික බහිනවා ඇඟේ. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි ඇපියරන්ස් එක වෙනස් වෙනවා. අපි කියනවා ඔයා හරියට කිට්ටු වෙලා නේ. ඔයා ටිකක් කළු වෙලා වගේ. ඕ දිගට තිබ්බ කොණ්ඩේ නෑනේ. කොණ්ඩේ ගිහිල්ලා නේද? අයියෝ කොණ්ඩේ දැන් සුදු වෙනවා නේද? ටිකට ඩයි කරන්න. So that is the change in your appearance. මේ appearance එක වෙන්නේ මොකක් හින්දාද? So appearance you put into the as input to the organization. මේ ආයතනේ වැඩත් එක්ක උදේට නාන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. ඇවිල්ලා රෑ 12ට එකට නාන්නේ. නේද? කොණ්ඩේ කපන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. නේද? මේ සමහරට රෑ නානින්ද කොණ්ඩේ යනවා. නේද? මේ ඔක්කොම වෙනස් වෙනවා. අර අපේ තිබ්බ අර freshness ගතිය යනවා. fresh ගතිය. So change in the appearance according to the inputs. Seniority ඒකත් එහෙමයි. same. Status, social status. සමාජ තත්ත්වයන් මේ ඔක්කොම consider කරලා තමයි අපිට ආයතන select උනේ. සමහරට when the organization are selecting yourself, so they can consider the social status as well. Some of the big organization they can think about your family background as well. සමහර ආයතන select කරනකොට family background same හොයනවා. Technical skill. So when we are putting the interpersonal skill. Mic mute කරන්න. Right. Social status, technical skill. So you are put into the technical skill, conceptual skill, human skill, interpersonal communication, everything. And the training as well. So when you are going to train by, so like the input, without having the proper training, you are not going to upgrade in your opportunity. මේ විදිහට තරව එකතු කරගන්න. So big number of inputs you are put into the organization. Your age, your appearance, your experience, your skill, everything you are put into the input basket to the organization. දැන් ගොඩාක් අපි දැම්මනේ. එන දේවල් ටික බලන්න ගියාට what are the outcomes? When you are puts very big number of the inputs. අපේ ජීවිතේම අපි කැප කරලා තියෙන ආයතනෙ. වයස අපේ විවාහ වෙන්නේ නේද? ඔක්කොම කැප කරලා තියෙනවා. So look at the outcomes. Challenging job assignment. අභියෝගාත්මක රැකියාව. Good. Fringe benefits. Benefits අපිට අඳුනන fringe benefits කියලා අපි කියන්නේ. So basic benefits. Salary වෙන්න පුළුවන්, promotion එක සරල දේවල්. Job prerequisites. Prerequisites. Simple example, parking space or the office location. Sure, the accountant. So we have a very separate location in that organization. Sometimes they are going to announcing that the accountant, Mr. So and so, or the Mrs. So and so. So that is we have to separate office as well as in the organization. Simply they can provide the vehicle as well, office transportation as well, drive and the vehicle. So that is another kind of the prerequisite. In addition that they are going to spend in by the office secretary as well. Not only that, there is space in parking space as we are going to normal parking. Office එක parking වල ඔබට වෙනම වාහනේ ගන්න space එකක් තියෙනවා. So that is the job prerequisite. Oh, it's a good benefit, no? So that is the input are relating to the job prerequisite. And job security there, the organization provides the security, insurance, and they are given to the another kind of the long-term benefit as well. So that job security is a good. So monotony, keep as the same. So when you are going to establish the same organization, then they are given to the leadership style and they are given as a decision-making authority like that. And the organization provide the promotion as well. Give the recognition, proper recognition to you, either monetary rewards or non-monetary, whatever the thing you can organization give it from that the recognition system. So you can have the different kind of responsibilities, okay, and they are given the salaries and other benefits. Seniority benefits, seniority benefit, salary increments, You are allowed to the bonus, you are allowed to the medical scheme, like that. So last one is a working condition. වැඩ පරිසරයේ ඔබට හම්බ වෙනවා යම් යම් දේවල් ඔබගේ කාමරේ AC වෙනවා ඔබගේ කාමරේ කාපට් වෙනවා ටයිල් වෙනවා ඔබගේ කාමරේට ආටිෆිෂල් ට්‍රීස් වෙනවා ඔබේ කාමරේ ලස්සන ඔෆිස් සෙටප් එකක් එනවා ඔබගේ ඔෆිස් ටේබල් එකේ චෙයාර් එක වෙනස් වෙනවා. So that working condition. What does mean by the stated symbols? Yes, we need to get understanding of the status symbols. That is the outcome. Student, what does mean by the status symbols? Stated symbols. Stated symbols. කවුරුත් කතා කරන්නේ අද මොකද මේ කතා කරන්නේ නැත්තේ කවුරුත්? Stated symbols. (344). 344. Yes, visiting card. Okay. ප්‍රකාශිත සමානකම් කියන මොනවද දන්නේ? visiting card. Oh yes. chat box එක නම් එච්චර හොඳ දෙයක් නෙවෙයි දාන්නේ ඈ. අපි කතා කරන එක හොඳයි ඊට වැඩිය. Right. Okay, visiting card is one of the status symbol. තත්ත්ව සංකේත කියලා වර කියන්නේ. Status symbol. තත්ත්ව සංකේත. So when we are going to reflecting your position to something else. ඔබේ තත්ත්වය තව එක්කෙනෙකුට පෙන්වන්න තියෙන විදිහ. visiting card එකකින් පුළුවන් නේ. ඔබට හම්බ වෙන ඔෆිස් වෙහිකල් එකේ ගහලා තියෙන බෝඩ් එකක් chairman නැත්නම් director නැත්නම් chief secretary කියලා ගහලා තියෙන බෝඩ් එක. ඒකට දන්නවා පාරයන් මිනිස්සු මේ chief secretary තමයි මේ වාහනේ යන්නේ. Other status symbols with the driver. So when you are the third party, they are going to enter to the organization. Then you need to get in the allocation the time from the secretary. ඔබ හම්බෙන්න බෑ එකසරට ඇවිල්ලා. කාලයක් වෙන් කර ගන්න ඕනේ. waiting list එකේ එන්න වෙනවා. So that's another kind of symbols. So මේක අපිට physically පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන්, emotionally පෙන්වන්න පුළුවන්. So different kind of the status symbol can reflect to the others, either physical norms or the psychological norms as well. Right. Are you okay by the input and outcomes?
Okay, sir.
Okay, දැන් නම් okay කියනවා. සද්දයක් නැහැ. Okay. So how the implication by the equity theory by the managers? Most important idea for the managers to remember the equity theories is that if rewards are motivate employees, they must be perceived as being the equitable and fair. When the managers emphasize something, managers are establish some kind of the benefits, so that should be the equity, equitable and fair to all. සියලු දෙනාටම සාධාරණ වෙන්නත් ඕන, සමතුලිත වෙන්නත් ඕන. The second implication is that the managers need to consider the nature of the others to whom the employees to comparing herself or himself. First one, all the benefits should be equitable and fair. So that is the one implication. පළවෙනිට කරන්න පුළුවන් දේ තමයි කළමනාකරුවට මේ දෙන benefit සාධාරණ සහ සම වෙන්න යුතුයි. Second one is so they can get in the idea about it if we can give something. So ultimately the employees they are going to consider that kind of the benefit to their same employees and the other employees as well. In the over benefit එකක් දෙනකොට ඒ benefit එක සාධාරණ කරන්න ඕන එක එක්කෙනාගේ ගුණ අනුව වැඩි කරන්න එපා. ඔබට වැඩිපුර close කවුද? එයාට වැඩි benefit එකක් දෙන්න. But that is the mismatch with the benefits. ඒකට ඔන්න භාග්‍යණයක් වෙනවා. ඒතර නිකන් දෙනකොට පොඩ්ඩක් රටේ තියෙන අනිත් ඒවාගේ චුට්ටක් බලන්න. දැන් අපි මාකට් එකට ගියාම එළවලු ගත්තාම හැම තැනම සමානයි. නැත්නම් එක තැනක වැඩි වෙලා තව තැනක අඩු වුණොත් එහෙම අඩු එකට බිස්නස් කරන්න නම් වෙන්නේ හවස් වෙනකම්. එක්කුව මාකට් එකේම උට ගහලා දායි නැත්නම් උට බිස්නස් ආයි කරන්න හම්බෙන්නේ. So how they are going to maintain equality? Like we are going to give something to the employees, you can consider the other organization how they are giving the benefits. So benefits should be equal and equitable plus when you provide the benefit, you can compare by the similar category and different category by the either inside or outside the organization. As said, that is the management side responsibility. That is the decision makers responsibility. ඒක අපිට කරන්න බෑ. ඒක managers ලා decision makers තමයි ඒක තීරණය කළ යුත්තේ. Okay. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
sir.
So entirely how many models we are going to discuss up to now? Process theory. Expectancy theory completed. Portal extension theory completed. Then, so very short available we can complete by the what? Equity theory. Then theory තුනක් ඉවරයි process යටතේ. Fourth theory is a goal setting theory. Goal පරමාර්ථ setting theory. නැත්නම් අපි කියන අරමුණු අභිමතාර්ථ theory. නැත්නම් පරමාර්ථ තබා ගැනීමේ න්‍යාය. නේද? goal setting theory. එක එක meaning තියෙන අපි මේ විදිහට මතක තියාගත්තාම ලේසි නේද? පරමාර්ථ තබා ගැනීමේ න්‍යාය කොහොම එකක්. හරි? goal setting theory. So that model is introduced by the Edwin Locke. Who is introducing by the goal setting theory? Edwin Locke. L-O-C-K-E, Locke. Providing the work-related goals for the people is an extremely effective way to stimulate the motivation. What does mean? Provide the work-related goals. So we need to provide the goals as the objective. That should be the work-related. වැඩ පදනම් කරගත්ත අරමුණු පරමාර්ථ තියෙන්නේ. When we are establishing some goals and responsibilities, that should be related to the works in that organization. So වැඩ වලට අනුව තමයි අපි ඉලක්ක අරමුණු හදන්නේ. So why? For the people is extremely effective way to the stimulation and motivation. So when we are going to stimulate the people, when go for the motivation, so that work-related goals is very important. Stimulate කරනවා. උද්දීපනය කරනවා කියන එක කියන්නේ උත්තේජනය කරනවා. මොකටද? To motivation. අභිප්‍රේරණ සඳහා උත්තේජනය කරන අපිට වැදගත් වෙන වැඩවලට අදාළ වගකීම් අරමුණු පැවැරි. ඒකයි මේ ලොක් කියන්නේ මෙතනදී. The theory that the specific and the difficult goals lead to the high performance. When the people they are having some kind of the specific goals, some of the people they are going handling by the difficult tasks, difficult achievements, so that will lead to the high performance. When some of the people they are doing the highly committed job. සමහර කට්ටියන ලොකු committed ලොකු කාර්යභාරයක් ආයතනය තුල කරනවා. එයාලා සමහරට very difficult goals කරන්නේ. සමහරට decision making is not a simple process. So that process including 6 steps, but the 6 step is not practically important. Practically very complex. අපි ගොත automative තියෙනවා, problem තියෙනවා, ඒවා evaluate කරලා implement කරා ඔහොම කිව්වට is a very big task. Now that the many of people, general public, they are going to bargain to the politicians in our country. මේ වෙලාවට මේ තීරණය ගන්න. ඇයි දැන් තීරණය ගන්න නැත්තේ? So lot of concern come to the general public. So that is the difficult to take the decisions. And some of the people they are going to have into some specific and difficult kind of the goals as well. So that will lead to the performance, high performance. So to make a කාර්යක්ෂමතාව වැඩි වෙන්න අඩු වෙන්න බලපාන්න පුළුවන්. Okay. What kind of the goals are motivational? So then the organization are given to goals achievement, organization given to the task achievements, then what kind of the goals and the task are motivation? Look at the first one. The goal should be specific, quantifiable, measurable, computable. So that should be the motivation. අපිට දෙන පරමාර්ථය නිශ්චිත විය යුතුයි, quantifiable නැත්නම් අපි කියන මැනිය හැකි විය යුතුයි, නැත්නම් ප්‍රමාණාත්මක විය යුතුයි, measurable, computable, මැනිය හැකි විය යුතුයි. Simply is a what? Smarter. When the organization given to the goal, when come to the motivational, is a first number is the goal should be a smarter. What does mean by smarter, students? Yes. Smart is what? Students, what does mean by smarter? Students, what does mean by the smarter?
Smart.
Smart is what? Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic,
Time. Evaluation.
Very good. So simply we can call about the number one is a smarter. Goal should be smarter. If the goals is a not realistic, goal is a not reachable, goal is a not achievable, the people does not like to motivation. Second one, challenging but attainable. That goal should be challenging goal. So that should be the not a easy target, also not a difficult target. In between, that should be the challengeable. So if the achievable target is a challenging, what should be the attainable? අභියෝගයක් වෙන්නත් ඕන. හැබැයි ළඟා කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නත් ඕන. Right. Third one, acceptable. පිළිගත හැකි බව. And the participation. සම්බන්ධ වෙලා මේක ඉෂ්ට කර ගැනීමේ හැකියාව. So ultimately as a group wise or the team wise, that goal should be achievable. So acceptable. If the goal is acceptable, yes, can achievable. As a participator really, so we can achieve the goals. Okay. Fourth one is the time deadline. So like the smart economic අපි ඔය කතා කරා time deadline. Fifth one, feedback also the compulsory. When given to the goals, ultimately organizers should establish some concept how they are going to evaluate that the feedback, how they are going to evaluate their target achievement, how they are going to achieve in their target, if measurable or not measurable. So getting the feedback. මේ කරන වැඩේ ප්‍රතිපෝෂණය කළ බැදීමේ හැකියාව තියෙනවා. අපි කියන controlling කිරීමේ හැකියාව තියෙනවා. So that is the feedback. So all the 5 concepts are possible, then the goals are achievable, the people are go for the motivation. Otherwise, so they are not going to motivation. So that is simply you can discuss how the 5 concepts go. Another 5 concepts applicable to the motivation or not. So that is the answer. Look at the picture. When I come to the goal setting theory, when the goals are achieving, their ultimate performance are going up. So goal එකක් achieve වෙනවා කියන්නේ performance වැඩි වෙනවා කියන එක. Look at the picture. So there are 2 axes. Task performance and the goal difficulty. අපේ කාර්යක්ෂමතාවය නැත්නම් කාර්ය අත්පත් කර ගැනීම වැඩි වෙනවා low to high level. Ultimately the difficulty about the goal. අපිට හම්බෙන පරමාර්ථය කොච්චර අපිට ගැඹුරුද කොච්චර අපිට මේක complex කියන එකයි අපි consider කරන්නේ. Look at the goal difficulties either moderate. Moderate කියන්නේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් අරමුණට යන්න පුළුවන්. Normally we can act at the goal. Challenging. So goal should be challenging. Goal එක challenging අභියෝගයක්. So okay. Impossible is what? මේ goal එකට නම් we can achieve by any lifetime. We can spend in much time, but that goal is not achievable. Is an impossible goal. සමහර කට්ටිය දෙනවා මේක කීයටවත් මේ goal එකට ළඟා වෙන්න බෑ. ඒක විය නොහැකි goal එකක්. Impossible is that the answer. So look at the curve, how they are going to curve come to the down to up. Look at their picture of that the goals are the circle are how they are going to affection to that model. Look at the low point. The goals are moderate, task is low. Starting at the point. Then literally the circle are going up like the supply curve. අර නිකන් සැපුම් වක්‍රය වගේ උඩට යනවා ටික ටික. මොකක්ද එකෙන් කියන්නේ? Then the goal come to the moderate and challenging. Ultimately the task performance is going up. කියන්නේ goal එක අපිට challenging වෙනකොට task එකත් හොඳයි performance පැත්තත් හොඳයි අපිට හම් වෙන benefit උත් හොඳයි. මේ ඔක්කොම compare කරන්න. Goal setting theory, equity theory, හැම එකක්ම you can compare it. Right. So then the curve come to the some stability of the point. මේක කිසියම් නිශ්චිත දැනකට එනවා. අපි ඔතෙන්ට කියනවා ඔබට ඒ අවස්ථාව ඔබට පේනවා පිච් එකේ. අර curve එකේ උඩටම ඇවිල්ලා නතර වෙච්ච තැන තියෙන්නේ. I think can you recognize the easy to that the point? We are the ending point of the curve. The point is we are given to the idea is a saturation point. Saturation point. That is the peak level. PEAK, peak level. මේක තමයි curve එකේ තියෙන උපරිමය. මෙතෙන්ට එනකොට මොකද්ද අදහස? The goal is really challenging, so they can reflect in the high performance. මේක ටිකක් ආපස්සට යනකොට මොකද වෙන්නේ? Performance අඩු වෙනවා when the goals comes to the impossible level. අරමුණ තවදුරටත් සාක්ෂාත් කරගන්න බැරි තත්ත්වයකක් නම් performance එක බහිනවා පල්ලෙහාට. So we are not accepting that level. So organization should recognize the employee should be having by the very challenging or moderate level of the course. So then only for we can increase in performance. එතකොට මිනිස්සෙගේ කාර්යක්ෂමතාවය වැඩි කරන්න පුළුවන් එකම අවස්ථාව තමයි එයාට දෙන්න moderate නැත්නම් challenging goal එකක් විතරක්. එතනින් එහා impossible goals වලට යන්න එපා. So that is the simple idea of the picture. My dear students, are you okay? Are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Good. Look at the other theories. Now we are go for there are 8 theories we are altogether discussed. 4 content theories, 4 process theories. In addition that, so we are not put into that model by the content or need theories or the process theory. May theory la venama theory tika. But so those are the motivation theories. So what are the other motivational theories? Look at the first one. I think in A level you can very familiar about the theory X and Y. A level or theory X and Y karada කොහෙද දනකො? Yes. Theory XY කොහේ හරි අහලා තියෙනවද? A level වල කරාද මේක? තියනද A level වල ඔය කොහේ හරි තැනක අර Maslow hierarchy of needs වගේ? XY theory?
No, sir.
Good, okay. Fresh we can discuss the theory X and Y. Okay, right. Look at the theory X and Y. Theory X people, theory Y people. Theory X employee, theory Y employee. X න්‍යායෙහි Y න්‍යාය දරන මිනිස්සු ඉන්නත් පුළුවන් සේවකයෝ ඉන්නත් පුළුවන්. මොනවද X theory එකෙන් කියන්නේ? The assumption that the employees dislike work, are lazy, dislike responsibility, and must be coerced by the perform lower order needs dominates individual. අපි පටන් ගන්න පල්ලෙහායි. අවම මට්ටමේ අවශ්‍යතා සම්පූර්ණ කරන්න අපේ තියෙන කැමැත්ත. අපි නිතරම බලන්නේ නෑ ඇතිනේ. මේ මට්ටමින් ඇති. So personal domination is a lower order needs. What does mean by the dominate individual? අපේ තියෙන කැමැත්ත, අපේ තියෙන අභිභවනය කියන්නේ dominate. අපිව පොළඹවන්නෙම ඇති ඔතනින් ඇති. ඔතනින් නතර කරන්න. ඔයිට වැඩි යන්න එපා. So that is the we can decide in our behaviors as well. So අපේ behavior තියෙන කොයි පැත්තටද? So that's a like the negative behavior. So people are dislike to work. ඒකෙන් අදහස් කරන්නේ අපි වැඩ කරන්න කැමති නැහැ. Are lazy, කම්මැලි, dislike responsibility, වගකීම් දරන්න අකමැති, and must be forced to perform. ඒ කියන්නේ අපේ අභිප්‍රායම තියෙන්නේ lazyයෙන් පහසුවෙන් කරන්න පුළුවන් වැඩවලට විතර අපේ කැමති තියෙන්නේ. So that is the theory X idea. Yeah, theory X is a person is a dislike to work and very lazy kind of the employees. So that is the opposite idea come to the theory Y. Okay, manik petta theory Y. The assumption that the employees like work, are creative, seek responsibility, can exercise self-direction, high order needs dominate to individual. එයා උත්සාහ කරන්නේ ඊට වඩා වැඩි ගුණයකින් වැඩ කරන්න. එයාලගේ හිතේ තියෙන්නේ එයාලගේ අභිප්‍රාය තියෙන්නේම මහන්සියලා වැඩ කළ යුතුයි. වගකීම් අවශ්‍ය අලුතෙන් යමක් කළ යුතුයි කියන එකමයි ඔබේ තියෙන්නේ. Look at the assumptions. Like work, වැඩ කරන්නම යාස්. Are creative, නිර්මාණශීලී. Seek responsibility, වගකීම් දැරීමට කැමති කොටසක්. Right, so that is the two idea generation by the theory X and Y. Theory X is a very lazy and dislike kind of employees, but the theory Y is a people are very like to work and they are very creative employees. So that is the two simple idea. So look at the comparison between the theory X and Y. Look at the theory X, little ambitions, motivation. Ambition is, so they are not going by the huge kind of the abbreviations, highly kind of the personal appearance. So they are not feel about the high ambitions. අපේ අනාගතය පිළිබඳ අපිට ලොකු දැක්මක්. Little ambitions. නේද? දැන් ඔබ වගේ හරියට නේද? ඩිග්‍රී කරන කට්ටියත් එහෙමයි. As a teaching තිබ්බහම ඇතිස. So teaching කොහොමද කරන්න ඩිග්‍රී කරපාන. But you should be the high ambitions. මේ පොසිෂන් වලට යන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා ඔබගේ අරමුණ පරමාර්ථ අර planning lesson එකේ කිව්වා වගේ හදන්න. Second one, dislike to work, වැඩ කරන්න අකමැති, avoid the responsibility. වගකීම් පැහැරෙන්න. When come to the YM workers, they are self-directed. Enjoy to work, accept the responsibility. So that is there are X is a close to the Y. So when the one organization, you can identify the both categorical employees. Some of the employees are reflecting X categories, some of the employees are reflecting Y categories. Very simple model, theory X and Y. So that is the last two terms of the English alphabet, other than Z. So X, Y, Z. Yes, look at the theory Z. So theory Z is actually the very holistic approach. So that approach is inculcated by the theory XM1. So that model developed by the William Auchi. So William Auchi developed by the theory is a part from the theory X and theory Y. So X එකයි Y එක දෙකම combine කරලා Z කියලා න්‍යායක් හදුවා William Auchi. බලන්න ඒකේ තියෙන concept ටික. So sometime in the examination they will ask you to briefly explain the theory set. මේවා කෙටියෙන් අහන්න පුළුවන්. Right. First one, a strong company philosophy and the culture. The company philosophy and the culture need to understood by all employees. And employees need to believe in the work they are doing. So when the company, they should have the policy, they should have the culture, and they should have the philosophy. ආයතන තුළ තියෙන හොඳ දර්ශනයක්, පැක්මක්, විෂන් එකක්, විෂන් එකක්. And the work culture should be the very holistic one. So work culture, so they are going to give some motivation to employee do their work. So culture is a work-oriented culture. When the persons are work hard, they are getting the more benefits. So culture is developed by the getting the good idea from the employees. The very open discussion, open communication. So given the chance to each and every employee. The culture ke හැදිලාම තියෙන්නේ හැමෝටම අවස්ථාව දෙනවා, හැමෝටම හුම්කම් දෙනවා, හැමෝටම සංනිවේදනය කරනවා. So that is the culture, good culture. And they are going to the cultural norms as well. සංස්කෘතික වශයෙන් පිළිගත්ත ධර්මතාවක් හදලා තියෙන norms. Sometime in the university or the organization, they can celebrate by the New Year festival. So they can celebrate by the Natal as well. So they can celebrate by the Thai Pongal, Deepavali. So look at they are going to cultural norms. So there are different cultural peoples, different multi-dimensional peoples in one organization. So they have a very good culture in that organization. So we are going to expect in that culture, and we are expecting the philosophy as well. Because company ke philosophy එකම තමයි දැක්වම දර්ශනයම තමයි we should produce the high quality product to our customer satisfaction. We should provide the high service oriented to customer. අපේ තියෙන දැක්වම දර්ශනයම තමයි හොඳ ගුණාත්මක බාණ්ඩ හදලා විකුණන එක. Customer satisfaction is a top priority. So that is the out deciding when the theory is an organization is they have a very good strong philosophy and the culture. So employees they should understand it to what is the culture of the organization and what is the philosophy. The philosophy and culture decided by the organization or the organization pioneers, the organization subordinate employees, they should understand it, the philosophy and culture. So they can work according to the philosophy and the culture. In the minus හිතනවා අපේ මේ culture එක සහ philosophy එක තුළ එයාලා විශ්වාසයක් තියෙනවා to work they are doing. ඒ අනුව තමයි එයාලා වැඩ කරන්නේ. හොඳ culture එකක්. Second, look at the second concept. Long-term staff development and employment. The organization and the management team need to have measures and the programs in place to develop employees. Employment is usually long-term and the promotion in the study and the measures, which means the organization, they should develop by the long-term survival or the long-term development by the employees. So they are having some plan, how they are going to people are motivated, how the people are trained, how the people are developed. There's a proper planning mechanism. According to plan, so persons are getting the quick promotions. සමහර කට්ටිය promotion එක තියෙනවා apply කරලා අවුරුදු ගාණක් ඉන්න promotion එක නැහැ. ඒතකොට system එක හරිනේ. නේද? ප්‍රොමෝෂන් ප්ලෑන් එකක් තමයි ප්‍රොමෝෂන් එක අවශ්‍ය කාට මිනිස්සුන්ට දෙන්න ඕන. අවුරුදු 5ක් බෑක්ඩේට් කරලා දුන්නාට නෑ අවුරුදු 5ක ඇරියස් එකම that is not good. සමහර ඇරියස් එකම මිනිහා පෙන්ෂන් එක නැත්නම් මිනිහා මැරිලා. So that is not good. When getting the promotion, quickly you can give the promotion to them. Then they are going to satisfy it. Right. Third one is a consensus in the decisions. So employees are encouraged to expected to take part of the organization decision. So that is to decision making. So when the organization takes some decision, that should be participate to their subordinate people as well. So not all, but they are getting the ideas. That is very important. Through their union leaders, through their leaders, so they can get in the ideas from that the decision making process. තීරණ ගන්නකොට සියලු දෙනාගේ අදහස් අරගෙන තීරණය ගත යුතුයි. නැත්නම් සමහර කට්ටිය encourage කරනවා, සමහර කට්ටිය discourage කරනවා. So that is the Aushi, so set theory is a very balanced theory. So next one is a generalized employee. Employees are still expected to have the specialized career responsibility. So then the organization system, they are going to identify by the key skillful persons. So they are going to, they can given to motivate, to expedite, or they can enhance it by the different kind of the skill from that they are employees. They can develop their career path, career responsibility as well. ආයතනයක් උත්සාහ කරන්න ඕන විතරම සේවකින්ගේ වෘත්තීය පැත්ත වර්ධනය කරන්න. නේද? මේ පැත්තට අදාළ දේවල් කරන්න උත්සාහ කරනවා. මේකත් හොඳ possibility එකක්. Concern for the happiness and well-being of the workers. The organization shows the sincere concern for the health and happiness of its employees and their families. නිතරම සේවකයන්ගේ සෞඛ්‍ය ආරක්ෂිත ගතිය, සේවකයන්ගේ පැවැත්ම නේද? සේවකයන්ගේ තියෙන අර සෞඛ්‍ය සම්පන්න ගතිය මේන්ටේන් කරන්න උත්සාහ කරනවා. අපි කියන happiness and well-being කියලා. නේද? එන්න ආයතනයේ සේවකයන්ගේ සෞඛ්‍ය පැත්තේ අසනීප වුණොත් බෙහෙත් ටිකක් කරන්න, මෙඩිකල් පැකේජ් ටිකක්, free insurance එකක් මේ වගේ දේවල් තියෙන්න ඕන. එතකොට ඒ සේවකයෝ විතරක් නෙවෙයි when they are going to families as well. රජයේ ආයතන වල තියෙනවා විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ NITF කියලා insurance එක, National Insurance Trust Fund. So that National Insurance Trust Fund they are going to cover by their family members only. But some of the insurance they are going to cover by their family, but they are going to spouse, their child, plus their family members, mother, father, and etc. So that is a very good thing by the concern, the happiness and well-being. අපි එහෙම මොන්නේ නේද සතුට වෙන්නේ අපි විතරනේ අපේ වැඩි කියන්නේ දෙමාපියන්ට යම් සෞඛ්‍ය ආරක්ෂිත භාවයක් ඉන්ෂුරන්ස් එකක් තියෙනවා අපි කැමති ඒකට ඒවට ආයතන ෆැසිලිටි එක දෙන්න. Next one, informal control with the formalized measures. Employees are empowered to perform tasks when they see it fit. ඒ කියන්නේ අනවශ්‍ය දේවල් අපි අයින් කරලා තියෙනවා. Informal controls නේද within the formalized measures. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි තියෙන සේවකයන්ගේ තියෙන සමහර දේවල් අපි ලබා ගැනීම ප්‍රමෝපායන සමහරකට කියන්න පෙළඹෙන්නේ නේද? ඒ වගේ දේවල් කොහොමද අපි ලබා ගන්න? මේ measures හදන්න ඕනේ. Individual responsibility. The organization recognize the individual contribute, but always within the context of the team as a whole. Either individual or team-wise, we make to the responsibility to them. So achievable of the target-oriented people are the challengeable responsibility, so they can give to the employees. So every time we are going to individual responsibility as well as the group type of the responsibility. Without giving the responsibility, the people are come to very lazy. නේද අපිට වගකීම් මොනවද නැත්නම් මේ උදේ එනවා සංග්‍රහ තේ එකක් දීවා බත් ටික ගාවා ආයෙත් ඒ දීවා පොඩ්ඩක් මොනාරි කරලා ගෙදර යනවා. But we need to give the responsibility to them. මේ ටාගට් එක මේ සතිය තුල කරන්න. අපි ඔබට assignment එක දීලා එහෙම කරන්නේ deadline එකක් දෙනවනේ. නැත්නම් ඉතින් ඕන දවසක assignment එක එහෙම දෙන්නේ නැහැ. We give the deadlines. So that is the measure the individual responsibility or the group responsibility as well. So that is the concept developed by the William Mauch. It's a theory research. So now can compromise. The theory is it suggests that the peoples are very lazy. They are not take the much responsibility. But when they are more to theory, why? So they are like to work and they are getting the more responsibility and they are very innovative type of the responsibility. When theory is a combination by the X and Y. In addition, that organization relook how they are going to get in the ultimate outcome from that organization. When the organization achieving their target, then the organization they are looked by their motivation, they are looked by their mission and mission. So that kind of the concept they should be established in that organization. So that is the theory is suggested that. So those concepts are very important by getting the ultimate outcome from the employees. They should maintain the very happiness and well-being environment into the organization. මේ හරහා අපිට සෞඛ්‍ය සම්පන්න තෘප්තිමත් සේවක කොටසක් හදන්න පුළුවන් කියන එකයි ඉස්සෙත් තියරිගේ අදහස. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Okay, sir.
Good. So next theory is a reinforcement theory. What does mean by the reinforcement? මේකට ගොඩක් සිංහල වචන තියෙනවා. මේකේ සරල වචන තමයි ප්‍රතිස්තම්භන theory. Reinforcement. ප්‍රතිස්තම්භනයන් කියලා කියන්නේ reinforcement. So what does mean by the ප්‍රතිස්තම්භනයන් කියන්නේ? ධන ඍණ. අපි මේකෙන් අදහස් කරන්නේ අපිට අවශ්‍යයි සේවකයෝ encourage කරන්න. මහන්සියලා වැඩ කරවන්න අපිට කැමතියි. ඒතකොට මහන්සියලා වැඩ කරනවා නම් අපි සේවකයන්ට ප්‍රතිදානයක් දෙනවා. Positive reinforcement එකක් දෙනවා. If the persons are work hard, then we are going to establish the positive reinforcement. Salary increments, bonus, insurance scheme, long time benefit like that. With the negative reinforcement, it's opposite idea. When the people behaviors are not like to expected level, මිනිසුන්ගේ behavior අපි අපේක්ෂා කරන විදිහට නැත්තම්, when we are going to stop the reinforcement, that is the negative reinforcement. The ළමේ වැරදියටම නෑ වැඩ කරන්නේ, we are given the punishment. දඬුවම් කරනවා. ඇයි දඬුවම් කරන්නේ? ඍණ behavior එක නැති කරන්න. ඒකයි උත්සාහ කරන්නේ. When we are due to stop the bonus, then the employees are recognized why they are not declare the bonus. What does mean that they are not declare the bonus? ඇයි මේ සැරේ bonus දුන්නේ නැත්තේ? මේ සැරේ bonus දුන්නේ නැත්තේ අපේ personal achievement, අපේ target වලට අපි ගිහිල්ලා නැහැ. So they are study කරනවා යමක්, they can learn something, they are stop the bonus. What is the consequence? We are having the misbehavior. We are not work hard. So that is why they stop the bonus. ඒකට කියන negative reinforcement. අපි අපේක්ෂා කරන දෙයට ගියේ නැත්නම් අපි negative කරනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි දෙන bonus එක stop කරනවා. ඒ යන මිනිස්සු learn කරනවා something එක. මහන්සියලා වැඩ කරොත් තමයි bonus something. So they can learn something. අනිත් එක තමයි, so when we are not going to think about that is the not good behavior. මේක හොඳ behavior එකක් නෙවෙයි. මිනිස්සු ඇවිල්ලා damage කරනවා ආයතනය. නේද? මිනිස්සු ආයතනයට ඇවිල්ලා සමහර දේවල් thief අපි කියන හොරකම් කරනවා. bribery, corruptions තියෙනවා. එහෙනම් අපි මොකද කරන්නේ? Only thing we need not given to the positive benefit, not only for the negative, we need to give the punishment. The punishment එක දෙන්නේ ඇයි? අර negative behavior එක නැති කරගන්න. ඒක අපි දැන් punishment එක ගන්නේ අර යාගේ තියෙන misbehavior එක නැති කරගන්න. We can stop the violation in that organization. So country situation is we are not try to stop the violation. Neither way the sexual harassment, but we are not ultimate the laws or regulation in that country. So people are feel about to go for that kind of thing. උද්දීපනය කරන ඒවා කරන්නේ මොකද නීති නේද? පනිෂ් කරනවා නම් අඩු ගන්න අවුරුදු 10ක් පාලා පිළේ දානවා නම් පනිෂ් කරනවා නම් so they can stop the violation, they can stop the rapes. So otherwise, so we can open to that each and every one. Kind of given the ultimate laws and regulation like that. Right. So this is a reinforcement. Pratistambhanika, the persons are work hard with the positive reinforcement. We are not going to expect in that the level. Stop the benefit, that is the negative, or else to the punishment system is important to give some change in their behavior as well. Reinforcement theory that explains why some behaviors are maintained over time and why the others' behavior change. So people are changing their behavior, others are they are not like to change the behavior. They can try to change the behavior, give the positive reinforcement. Just like to change the behavior, provide to the negative punishment, negative reinforcement for the punishments. වෙනස් කරන්න කැමති නැත්නම් behavior අපි benefit stop කරනවා, punish කරනවා. That behavior that result in the reward in the consequence like to the repeater. අපිට හොඳ positive කරන්න නම් අපි benefit දෙනවා, as a continuously we can repeat it the benefits. If we can provide the benefit to them, then people are continuation their positive behavior. අපි දන්නා මානසික වැඩකට දෙන benefit එක. පඩි වැඩි වෙනවා අවුරුද්දෙන් අවුරුද්ද. එතකොට අපේ behavior එක හැදෙන්නේ ඔය මානසික වැඩ කරනවා target එකට. එතකොට අපිට අවුරුද්දෙන් අවුරුද්ද පඩි වැඩි වෙනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් වැඩි වෙන්නේ නැහැ. So that is the repeatedly So they can change their behavior to the positive manner. Why? The organization are given the positive consequences. Behavior that the result in the planning conceived the less likely to be the repeated. We can give the stop the benefit, that is the negative reinforcement, or else we can insert to the punishment as well. බොහොම සරලව කතා කරා මේ තියරි අපි ලීඩර්ෂිප් වල දීම ටිකක් කතා කරමින්ද සරලව අපි මෙතනදී මේක කතා කරලා ඔය විදිහට අපි යනවා. Right. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Okay, sir.
Right. දැන් අපි තියරි කීයක් විතර කතා කරාද? So go back quickly. So that is very important. Now we are going to stop the discussion of the theories. Look at the theories. Initially, we are starting from the theory, that is the need theory. අපි කියන අවශ්‍යතා න්‍යායන්. අපි නැත්නම් කියන content theory කියලා. Content theory නැත්නම් need theory. Content කියන්නේ මොනවද? සන්තුෂ්ටික න්‍යාය. සන්තුෂ්ටික න්‍යාය. How many content theories? 4. Need theory for the motivation, need theory of the Maslow hierarchy of needs. Then the ERG theory, existing, relatedness, growth. Then the two-factor theory. Then McClellan theory of needs. Need for achievement, need for power, need for affiliations. So that is the summary of the content theories. So then we are moving to the process theory. The first one is expectancy theory. Expectancy instrumentally and balance. Expectancy and the performance, performance and outcome lead to their goal achievements. So that is the balance. So that is the first one. Second one is a Porter-Lowell extension theory. Starting from the target achievement, when come to the performance, when equally to the performance, then people go into satisfaction. There is a big model and very, very important to the examination paper as well. Then the third one is equity theory. Equity theory, equity to the input and output. Compare your input and output, that will compare to the similar employees and the difference from that other organization. Then organization should be maintaining very equality to the equity theory in organization. There are two implications. First one, they should establish by the equity and fair benefits. Another one is that they can compare with other employees, other organization, how they are going to implement the outcome. So that should be the equal to the organization. So next one is a goal setting, Edwin Lowe. So they are looked at by the different goals. Goals should be achievable, realistic, and time and evaluation like that. So that thing the people are encouraging. When the goals are like this, the people are going to motivate. So that is the simple idea about that. When come to the other theories, we are going to describe in the two other theories. One is a X and Y theory, including the theory itself. In addition, that the reinforcement theory. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Good. Now we are come to the last part of the lessons, is a motivational strategies. Only for we are taking another 5 minutes. Man 12ට නතර කරන අපි අද faculty board එක යනවා. 11ට පටන් ගන්න මට join වෙන්න ඕන තව චුට්ටකින්. ඉතින් අපි තව විනාඩි 5කින් නතර කරනවා. So now we are moving to the motivational strategies. Right. අභිප්‍රේරණ උපාය මාර්ගය. Now we are going to get in the big idea about how the people are motivated. What are the factors that affect into the employee motivation? What are the people's feeling about the motivation? What are the factors they are going to association to their motivation? Then අපි මේ වෙනකොට කතා කරපු theory කීයද? 4යි 2යි. 4 plus 2. Process theory 4, content theory 4, other theories 2. Research theory එකක් ගත්තොත් අපි 3ක් කතා කරලා තොර 4යි theory 11 completely we are going to discuss. So then we are going to realize what are the factors affecting to employee motivation. මිනිස්සු අභිප්‍රේරණය වෙන්න බලපාන සාධක මොනවද කියලා දැන් අපිට පොඩි අදහසක් තියෙනවා. මැස්ලෝ කියනවා සාධක පහක් මත මිනිස්සු අභිප්‍රේරණය වෙනවා. Two factor එකක් කියනවා මෙන්න මේ factors මත මිනිස්සු motivation වෙනවා. Goal setting එකක් කියනවා මෙන්න මේවා මත මිනිස්සු motivation වෙනවා. Theory X something, theory Y, and research says something in addition. And Portalolo extension, they are going to highlight in the persons come to motivation. So that should be equal to by with 3, 6, and 9. Means nikam motivation in a tuna high name satisfied. So that is a big thing we are going to discuss up to now. Now, when the organization are establishing the strategies, how they are going to motivate the people. So that is actually the discussion or the debate. So managers, they are come to debate, and they are going to welcome to employees to generating the idea what are they expecting from that organization. Then managers ලා සේවක අතර යන පොඩි discussion. ඒකෙදි managers ලා කියනවා සේවකයන්ට ඔයාලා මොනවද ආයතනයෙන් අපේක්ෂා කරන්නේ? ඒතර අර equity theory එක වැදගත්. යෙදවුම් නිමවුම් සම්බන්ධ අපි මේවා දෙනවා දැන් ගුරුවරු ෆයිට් කරන්නේ කරේ අපි online teaching කරනවා කිසි ප්‍රතිලාභයක් නැතුව නේද අපි ගෙදර ගිහිල්ලත් වැඩ කරනවා අපිට Saturday Sunday දෙන that's a bargaining. ඒ අනුව අපි දෙන්න ඕන benefits මොනවද කියන එක decide කරන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට අපි මිනිස්සු දෙකකට categorize කරනවා. So we can categorize people or the employees by there are two groups. One of these employees are highly concerned about says a lower order needs. Lower order needs. Certain categorical employees are they are expecting by the high order levels of the expectation. සේවක වර්ග දෙකයි. සමහර කට්ටියගේ demand එක තියෙන්නම lower order needs වලට. කියන්නේ Maslow කියනවානේ physical needs, social need and the other one is security needs. Basic needs නේ ආරම්භ නිවාස සම්බන්ධතා පැවැත්වීම සහ ආරක්ෂා. So that is the basic needs. ඒ වලට පස්සේ යන කොටසකුත් තියෙනවා. තව කොටසක් කියනවා they are go for the extreme and actualization level. They are look at by the growth. එයාලා වර්ධනයක් ගැන බලන ERG ගේ තුන්වෙනි එක කියන growth. අන්න ඒ පැත්තට බලන කට්ටියක් එනවා. එහෙනම් එයාලටත් යමක් අපි කරන්න. එහෙනම් motivation strategy කොටස් දෙකකට කඩලා තමයි අපි ඉගෙන ගන්නේ. One of the motivation strategy they are looked at by the primary satisfaction of the needs. Second one is a high order needs of the satisfaction. In අපිට අවශ්‍ය strategy අර දෙගොල්ලන්ටම ගේන්න. අඩු අවශ්‍යතා තියෙන කට්ටිය මොනවද කියලා මේ පැත්තට strategy එකක් හදනවා. support level වෙනකොට ඒ පැත්තට අපිට strategy හදන්න වෙනවා. මේ කතා කරලා motivation applications. Organization attempt to motivate their employees in two ways. Monetary motivations, non-monetary motivations. Monetary motivation is a sales primary needs. They are looked at by the salary, bonus, benefit. All are decided by the factor is a monetary. අපි කියන මූල්‍ය ප්‍රතිලාභ මත තමන්ගේ අවශ්‍යතා තීරණය කරන කොටසක්. Second category is a non-monetary rewards. Look at the within bracket. Socio-emotional rewards. සමාජමය මේ තියෙන අවශ්‍යතාවය. Recognition, actualization, growth. So that like the kind of the motivation. So මිනිස්සුන්ට අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා monetary rewards, non-monetary rewards. ඔය තමයි motivation strategies කියලා කියන්නේ. අපිට monetary පැත්තට මොනවාද strategy, non-monetary පැත්තට මොනවාද strategy කියලා. So we need to further discussion. So that will describe by the next week Monday. So 100% sure this next week Monday we can finish the motivation lesson. ලබන සතියේ සඳුදා අපිට motivation එක ඉක්මනට කතා කරලා අපි ප්‍රශ්න ටිකක් පොඩ්ඩක් කතා කරමු. මොකද ඒ දවසේ මම හිතනවා තව වැඩ කොටස් ඉතුරු වෙයි. ඒ ටික කතා කරලා අපි ඊළඟ මාතෘකාව Wednesday වලට යනවා leadership. Right. Any questions? Any questions? Students, any questions?
No, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, shall we meet by the Monday? Then we can continue by the motivation lessons. Thank you. Any question up to now? So now we can complete by the lesson number 7 actually. So 90% of the lesson number 7. So then we need for the 8, 9, and 10 only. So that is for the further we are planning by the next 4 weeks. So then Monday we are having the discussion by the questions and any answering question. You can get in any question from that lessons. So we can discuss after we are having the discussion of the motivation. So then the rest part of the motivation we can discuss Monday plus any questions. So we can discuss by the Monday. Thank you very much. Be with us and good day. and happy weekends. Stay safe. Parisamam Gedapulai. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.